Okay, we're gonna count it down. One, two, three, four. That's your Uncle Carl here. Let's still a little grooving before we get started. Y'all tell me how you like my little theme song here. I think it sounds all right. Top of the day is going to be Valentines Day Aftermath. I know some of my ladies out there had a rough weekend. You know, it'll get better provided you do what you need to do. Okay? Valentine's Day is supposed to be a day of loving, giving, and usually how it normally started was, the man would provide some kind of gift or a nice dinner, for a young lady that he was interested in, or his wife or girlfriend or whatever. Now it's turned into this big market thing. Now, for you ladies that had a good Valentine's Day and you had somebody to spend time with, commend you on that. Great. Keep it up. For those you didn't, sorry, it can get better. But it's whether you do the work or not to make it better. Or you don't care. You might be content with watching a movie, curl up with a blanket, if it's cold, with a bottle of wine or whatever, watching a Steve Harvey movie or something like that. That's on you. Okay. It should not be about material things. To me, as a high value man, not high earning, high value man, we look at, even the high earning man, we look at time, we can get our money back. So if we buy $300-$400 on a date or whatever, and it's basically a wasted cause, okay, maybe. But we look at it as like that we can make back. But our time is more important. So if we're sitting there taking the time to plan a date, and ladies, I'm sorry, you have to get out of this stuff where you want to go to a 5-star restaurant. To me, that doesn't take a lot of planning. But if a man sit there and want to, either cook dinner for you, or have a nice candlelight dinner that he made himself, or, he set up the table or whatever, got some candles and nice music going on. My preference is jazz, and invite you over and let you have a nice meal, okay? Whether it catered or you cook it. To me, that takes more, and it should mean more to you. What I can't stand is an ungrateful person, whereas I take you to a restaurant. It may not be what you want, okay? It may not be what you like. Now, what sense does it make if a man want to surprise you and ask you where you want to go? Okay? And to sit there and say, well, I don't eat at Chipotle, or I don't eat at Red Lobster or Cheesecake Factory. Okay? Like I said, that's ungrateful. The fact that someone takes the time out to want to take you out, okay, you should be grateful for it. You should at least be appreciative of it, because it took somebody else, But all this, well, I can't believe you did this. You want to take me out and you ain't get my nails done or whatever. This is why you're alone, okay? And I'm sorry. Some of the things I say are going to sting a little bit. It's not personal, and it's not to hurt your feelings. It's to get you to wake up, okay? Because I ain't tired of, well, there's no good men, there's no high value men, there's no men that want to get married or whatever. They gay, they broke. You're looking at everything but in the mirror, okay? If a man sits there and tells you his situation, okay, first of all, you shouldn't date anybody you're not attracted to physically, okay? Because you already know ahead of time it's not going to go anywhere physically. Okay? So why involve that man's time and money? Okay? And to sit there and say, well, I get a free meal out of it. Well, now you're using somebody. Okay? And that's never going to work out. Okay? And when you start doing that over and over and over, karma will come back on you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow. Hell, it might not be next week. But eventually you're going to have to pay for your deeds. We all do. Okay? Now that's something I firmly believe in. So when you ask, what do men want? Okay? And they tell you, well, I don't think you want that. Okay? That's why you were by yourself on Valentine's Day. Okay? I'm not saying you have to kiss somebody's butt. But the fact that somebody takes the time out of their day, or they take their hard-earned money and want to take you out on a date, okay? Like I said, you should be thankful for it. Now, you got some nerve if you're asked out on a date. Now, we as men, we would pay for it. Okay? That's what we do. But to sit there and say we're going to provide everything else like your nails and your hair done, no, that's not our responsibility. Okay? Another thing is inviting your friends to our date. Now, you know damn well I'm not paying for somebody else, especially if I didn't invite them. Okay? Whatever happened to the old adage where women didn't have a problem, asking a man out and paying for it? Okay? Nope. Everything wants to be equal. Okay? You can't be a feminist and talk equality and then turn around and say it's a man's responsibility to pay for your dinner. Being equal, shouldn't you guys work it out? Whereas I pay one time, you pay another? That's equality, isn't it? Okay? You can't have it all, and you can't have it both ways. Pick a lane, drive in it. Okay? Don't make no damn U-turns. Drive straight ahead. Okay? Once you get where you're going, turn around and come back. But all this wishy-washy stuff, it's confusing. It's irritating. And it's just downright trifling. Where you sit there and like I said, Valentine's Day, really, let me tell you a secret of what Valentine's Day should be like. It should be every day. And what I mean by that is, if you have somebody in your life that truly cares for you and care for them, well, hell, that's a Valentine's Day every day. Because it was specifically made for love. Okay? And you showing love each and every day, well, hell, there's your damn Valentine's. Now, it may seem simple. Yes, every day is not going to be Valentine's Day. And it's not about buying stuff. Okay? It's about the little things to show you care. To me, the little things that show you care outweigh going out here and spending, $300-400 because it don't take a lot of thought to go to the mall or go to a store to buy something. Okay? It takes more thought in the writing out a card or a simple note saying how you feel. What do you mean to them? Okay? See, we'll do that, for whoever's in our life. But see, I've heard women say, oh, I'd go all out for somebody I care about or somebody that I think can match my energy. Well, if that's the case, why should I even put forth the effort? Or they said, oh, I'll be submissive for the right man. So if you're dating all these other men, why are you dating them? Question. Uncle Carl asking. Okay? Now, if you can't answer that, then maybe you need to self-reflect. Okay? I'm sick and tired of it. Look at me. You see how I look? Yeah, okay. You're 25, 30 right now. Tell me what that's like in about 10, 15 years. Well, shit. Don't fit in the same spot anymore. You got to do a little adjusting. Things are starting to drag a little bit. then what are you going to do? See, the goal is to find someone that you feel like, and as you get to know them, know what this is the person that I know I can count on. Yes, we don't always get it right. Yes, we make mistakes and it doesn't work out. It's part of life. Okay? Life is not fair. The world doesn't owe you anything. Okay? So it's a roll of the dice for men and women. Okay? And if you sit there and scared or have issues or fears because of your last relationship didn't work out right, or you got dogged, or whatever the case may be, you got cheated on, okay? You got to put that past behind you because you can't let that person have power over you, okay? And as I said, Valentine's Day is about love. It's not all about giving. You know, y'all got it all turned around, whereas you expected something, you know? A card is just as good as a dinner. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with that. Most of you gold diggers out there saying, well, if you want to be with me, you're going to have to pay. Newsflash, I ain't got to pay you shit. Okay? That's not how the world works. At least not in my world. Okay? Now, of course, you'll find men out here, what they call simps or whatever, that'll pay for your nails and all that and take you out or whatever. And he'll make every day Valentine's Day for you. But eventually he's going to get tired. You know? And if he lose enough money and see he's not getting anywhere with you, he'll come to his senses eventually. Okay? And yeah, you might find that one that just don't get it and just keep shelling it out till he broke. And that's another thing. Because I didn't buy you a $1,000 necklace for Valentine's Day, that means I'm broke. Well, here's another news flash. Maybe your ass ain't worth it. Okay? You haven't earned it. So if I've been dating you for 2 weeks and it just happened to be Valentine's Day, do that mean that you get an exorbitant gift? No. You haven't earned that. And a fool that gives you more than flowers or whatever, and hell, I got to think about the flowers. Because you haven't shown that that's who you want to be with, or you haven't given any indication that, hey, we're doing well, we're moving right along or whatever. Okay? So again, maybe that's why you sat at home alone on Valentine's Day. Okay? Or you sitting in a club with your girls. Oh, that's good. And y'all sitting around saying, man, ain't shit. Why? Because you're sitting with a bunch of women and not a man? Like I always say, to say you don't need a man, well, you haven't met the man you need. I believe that. Okay? And trust me, when you find a man that you need that is perfect for you, that is sit there as a rock solid brother and ain't gonna put up with your bullshit, okay, those the ones you sit there you want to run away from because you know half the bullshit you do, you're not gonna get away with. Okay? But yet you want a strong man. Okay? Now, to me, a high value man is more than a high earning man. No, he doesn't make the money that a high earning man does. But like I said, it's more than just money. Because the high earning man, he has way more options than a high value man normally. Because a high value man is probably making 50, 60, maybe 70,000, at the most. And that's probably all he's ever going to make in his life. But that's not a bad life, okay? Depending on where you live. And like I said, pooling resources together, that Valentine's Day could turn into a Valentine year. Or a Valentine month and a Valentine year. Whereas next thing you know, there's a wedding. But ladies, you have to understand, you cannot demand something you haven't earned. I don't care where you go. Whether it's work, going to the store or whatever, that's like, I deserve this pork chop because I was looking at it and it was calling my name. But somebody else picked it up before you. So how does that work out? And that may not make sense to some of you. Some of you will get it. Okay. And like I said, some won't. But the point is, you need to get out of this where I deserve. Okay? You're the man. You're supposed to provide for me. Okay? It's Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day ain't got nothing to do with providing for you. Okay? That is one day. Provision can be a lifetime. You hear what I said? Provision, providing, could be a lifetime. Okay? It's more than a one-day deal. And if you don't sign up for it, get to stepping. Okay? That's how it should be. That's how we should, as men and men that are of substance, should act. Okay? Now, yes, we'll spoil you. We'll go to hell and back for you, provided you earn it. Now, off the rip, you're talking about, well, I deserve this, and I deserve that, because look at me. You know, you can't find this anywhere. Oh, yes, you can. Trust me. There's a woman that looks better than you. Always. Okay? And y'all need to get out of this habit where you're 4s and 5s, like I said, and talking about you 10, where everybody's 10. No, because you're saying everybody's perfect. And that's horseshit. Because not everybody's perfect. Nobody will ever be perfect. Okay? And that's where compromising comes in. Okay? We as men, ladies, let me give you another little tidbit of information. Our time is more valuable, as I said earlier. Not the money, not the material things, not a car, not a house, our time. Because I don't care who you are. Time can't be made up. It can't be recovered. You can't find it again. Okay? Once that moment is past, it's done. So, if I am giving you my time, is that not valuable? Okay? Especially if I'm giving my time specifically to you. Now, my adage is, if I'm interested in someone, okay, to me, the right thing to do is date that one person. Okay? Now, a lot of people are going to disagree and say, well, no, how are you going to find out, you know, what you like, what you don't like? Well, if you don't know what you like and what you don't like, then you're defeating the purpose. Okay? Every person has an idea of what they want in life. Okay? But it has to be realistic. You know, just to say you want somebody that is gorgeous don't mean that's in your range. Okay? Now, by saying that, you can't be mad at the ladies in Valentine's Day that get, you know, nice flowers or a nice pendant or a necklace or whatever. Most likely they earned it. You know, or your girlfriend saying, "Oh, girl, yeah, I got this and I got that," and in the back of your mind, you're saying, "Oh, that B, you know, she doing this, she doing that." You talk bad about it. You'll never tell her, but come on, we know some of y'all do that, okay? But why not be happy for her, okay? Especially if she's doing something you're not, okay? And like I said, single women will keep women single. Hell, married women will keep. Married women that get bad advice where their shit is jacked up, and they trying to tell you how to start a relationship or how you should act. Single women sit there and say, "Oh, girl, I wouldn't deal with that. You know, that's not what." Okay. And some of them same ones, especially if he's a good brother, a good high value man, they'll wait for you to be stupid enough to drop him. And don't be surprised. You think she'll be at the door. Yeah, you'll get mad at her, but listen to me. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, okay? And trust me, there are friends. Now, me personally, I would never do that, okay? But there are friends out there that if they see what you got, and you're sitting there running your mouth about all that's been done for you, oh, yo, some of your friends are going to sit there and try it, okay? Now, that's where the man should stand up and say, no, you know, it's not going to work that way. This is my girl, or whatever. Now, here's the stupid part. Whereas a man is going to weigh whether he should tell you or not. And the reason why is that's your friend. Okay? And if he tells you, you most likely going to say, well, he tried to hit on her, especially if your girl say, well, no, that was him trying to hit on me. But if you haven't seen any indication of that man being that way, why would you go against him when you're trying to build something with him? Okay? And if that comes about 9 times out of 10, yeah, your girl's guilty. Okay? That's an old adage that I believe in. When you start dating someone, and when I say someone, that one person that I like to say I think it's only fair that you date one person, and here's why. Yeah, I'm sorry to jump around, but I forgot this point. It's not fair if you're spreading yourself around to 3 or 4 different men. Okay? One, you're not giving them 100% of their time, whereas they may be giving you're the only person they're dating, so they're giving you all their time. Is that fair? Of course, some of you are going to say, yeah. But no, it isn't. Because you can't really get to know him because you got Bill over here, well, he likes orange soda. Then you got Jimmy over here, he likes hot chocolate. And then, you got so many lies that you're telling, you're going to get it all mixed up. It's a lot easier when you keep track of one person. Think about it. Okay? So, now, that being said, okay, stop all this drama. Okay? Because we as high value men, even the high earning men, we're not going to deal with it. If your life is chaotic, why would we want to bring that into our life? The point I was trying to make before I got off topic is when you're in a relationship and you and a man are vibing, grooving, whatever, y'all hitting it off, you're talking about building a life together, one thing you need to remember, nobody outside your door should be able to affect what goes on or the people inside your door. When you start letting those outside influences come in, okay, wrecking your home, you got trouble. Okay? And you know what they're sitting back doing? Smiling. Because now, as the old adage say, misery loves company. So now you're miserable and you're back in the dating scene. Why is it that when you get a good brother, okay, you mistreat him? But then the thug or the dog or whatever dogs you out and you're surprised. Well, why do you do me like that? Well, you had a good man. You chose the dark side. It's not right, but I'm sorry, you got what you chose. It would be crazy to choose a man that don't even open your door for you. You go into the car, y'all getting ready to go out, and he get in the car, and he said, you better get your ass in or you're going to get left. But that's what y'all seem to like. Instead of the brother that goes out there, pulls your chair out for you, helps you put your coat on, holds the door for you, open the car door for you, all that stuff. You sick, he's bringing you soup or something, but you dog him. And here's the cycle when you do that. Eventually, a man's going to get tired of that shit, and he's going to turn into the dog. Now, a strong man is not going to let what a woman does change who he is. But understand, we're all human, okay? And some of us had a propensity for negative reactions. So it is what it is, So, but like I said, if you give off that, you're going to get that back. Sometimes we are what we attract. Sometimes. Okay? And it's like, I see a woman walking to me, and if she's looking straight in my face, I'll speak. Okay? That's the gentlemanly thing to do. And even if she's not looking in my face, if I notice her or whatever, I'll speak. Because I'm just being polite. That's what a gentleman does. But here's the thing. Why the hell would I speak to somebody that looked like her feet hurting all frowned up, and then when I do speak, what you speaking to me for? You ain't my type. Well, whoa, I'm just speaking. So where we go left? Okay, I don't get it. And all the attitude. Who wants to date that? Who wants to be around that? Okay, that's chaos. That's drama. That's trouble. And we, as high value, high earning men, we don't want that in our life. Okay, we want our life to be as peaceful as work. Like I like to say, I can't fight and don't want to fight the people at work or in another situation and then come home after fight. Where's my peace going to be? Okay, my peace should be right here in my own four walls. Okay? That should be when I walk out of work, I know I got peace and quiet at home. I got a good situation or whatever. That's how it should be. You know, but hell, as soon as you walk in the door, oh, why you ain't got nothing? Why you ain't bringing nothing to eat? You know, you didn't know I'm hungry. And you got to hear that for 3 or 4 hours before you get ready for bed to go to work the next day. And when you get up to go to work, now you got to dread because, you know, and your job may not be like that. So, but now you got to go to the hellhole and fight with these people. That's very draining. It's very taxing. Okay? We don't want to do that, ladies. We don't. We want our zen to be you. We want our zen and our peace was when we see you, we're damn happy to see you. And we hope you feel the same way about us. Because we should be providing zen and peace for you as well. Okay? So all this is what Valentine's Day should be about. Should be about caring, loving, not about how much shit you can get, or my man spent more than me on me than he did than your man spent on you. Well, it's about marketing and making money and merchandising. That's not what Valentine's was about. And we need to get back to that. You know, when I was growing up, you know, in high school, it wasn't uncommon for a woman to walk up to you, well, not a woman, a young lady walk up to you and give you a number and say, call me. Or, hey, I think you're cute, you know, would you like to go out with me? Now y'all got so damn much pride, y'all feel like y'all too good to ask a man out, you know, and pay for it. But if we ask you out, we arbitrarily got to pay because y'all are this horse shit. Well, you the provider. Well, I'm a provider for my wife. I'm a provider for my girl, my lady, my fiance. Not for somebody I just met on the street. Y'all need to stop that shit. Okay? Because that's not going to happen. Okay? And like I said, you want to be feminist? Okay? Equality, Valentine. How many of you ladies on Valentine's Day bought a man a gift? Or a card? Or took him to dinner? Okay? But you was expecting something from him. Am I hearing crickets? You know? So, what would be the problem? What would be wrong with that? Why? Because you don't want your girls to know you bought a man a gift? Bought him a card? Quit letting these other single women influence you getting screwed over or you losing a good man. Trying to be like them or listening to their bullshit. Okay? I hear it all the time. I'm not going to let a man do this. I'm not doing this for a man. Oh, you got a man? No. That's why. You're so busy saying what you're not going to do. Trust me, what you're not going to do, some lady that's smart enough to see a good brother will do. Okay? And you know what that means? Meow. Time to get a goddamn life subscription at PetSmart for them cats. You know? But try to get maybe just 3 or 4 cats, not 20, 10 or 15 of them. You know? It's going to be hell trying to clean up all that fur. That's the life you want to live? Valentine's Day is a special day. And it should be. It's not a holiday, but it should be. But again, Valentine's Day should be every day. If you have a special person in your life that you know that this is the person you want to spend your life with. Like I said, nothing is guaranteed. Okay, but here's one thing that I've learned. If you do what you did to get them, and you continue to do that, and evolve on that for the better, not for the worse, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Nothing. Okay? Because we as men, yes, there are select few that will, step off the reservation. But the majority of us that see we have a good thing, we ain't gonna screw that up. We gonna repay you tenfold. Not just by what we buy, but by our actions. You won't want for anything. Okay, you'll get surprise trips and things like that, and just little knickknacks and gifts and trinkets to show, hey, love you, thinking about you today when I got you a dozen roses. Doesn't that sound a lot better than saying, well, you bring me nothing to eat? Driving your damn blood pressure up, you got my blood pressure up. That's crazy. Coexistence. Coexistence brings love for two people that are trying to build something. Coexistence brings love for two people that are trying to build something. I said it twice to get the point over. Okay? If you are in it for yourself and that man is in it for himself, you're not going to have a future. You're going to have a future maybe with somebody else, but it won't be that person. And if that's what you don't think you're going to build a future with that person, okay, I get it. Move on. But ladies, you only get so many times that true love in life. And chances are you already met your husband or fiance or whatever, and you blew it. Most likely you have. Because you thought there was something better. The old adage, the grass is not always greener? Yes. You have to compromise sometimes. Okay? Now, if you find a man that does 60% of what you require for your happiness and for you to be content, it's pretty goddamn good. Okay? Better is great. You're not going to find a man that's going to give you everything. You're not going to find a man that's going to sit there and provide all your preferences. Okay? Because remember, the more you add to the pile, the less the numbers get. Okay? Everybody can't have a 6-foot man. Sorry. It ain't a lot of us out there. Okay? And you got to take in the fact that just because I'm 6'4", okay, I'm married. So I'm off the market. Okay? Now I found another man that's 6'4", married, off the market. See your numbers dwindling? Okay? Now, there's another man 6'4", gay. Well, he's off your market. You get the point I'm trying to make? All these preferences that you want brings your opportunity down. Okay? So to sit there and say, your value is up here, we don't give a shit. Because you're trying to date us. Remember, you control sex, we control relationships. So, again, if you think your value is up here and that you deserve something up here, okay, and you deserve, I deserve everything I want, everything I ask for. Well, okay. Let me know how that works out for you. Because like I said, 6'4", fit. Okay? What's wrong with a man having a little meat on his bone? Okay? Big brothers need loving too. Okay? See, it's their heart, not their stomach. Okay? Yes, I know looks, help. We as men are visual. Okay? But the same preferences that you use, why is it an issue when we use them? Okay? Again, equality. I want a man that's 6'4". He got to be fit. He got to make $500,000. He got to take me on trips. He got to buy me a car. He got to buy me a house. The stupidest thing I ever heard was a lady said, well, if I get pregnant for a dude, he got to have his name tattooed on his stomach because my stomach gonna be misshapen from having this baby. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, because here's the thing: you can choose not to have the baby. Now I don't believe in abortion, but that logic that she has is crazy as hell. Okay, so again, getting back to how your numbers dwindling. Okay, so you went from, let's say you got 100 men. Okay, 51% of the men in this country, black men, are single, childless. Okay, now not all of them 6'4". Okay, there's gonna be some 5'6" and 5'8", 5'10", or whatever. But you're specific. You got to be over. You got to be 6'4" or 6'4" and to 6 feet. Okay. Again, your number's dwindling. Now, like I said, gay, the number's dwindling. Okay. And some even say religious preference, number's dwindling. Okay. And here's the thing: if you can sit there and tell me that's what you want, hey, you're right for your choices. Okay, but like I said, here's the consequences of your choices. They're unrealistic. Okay. Now, if I turn around and say, well, I want a woman that's 5'10", 6 feet tall, well, shit, that's even worse. Drop. Okay, she's got to be at least an 8. Okay, y'all all think y'all 10s. A lot of you think you're 10s, but you're not really. Okay, so now I've reduced my odds. Then she got to make $200,000. Well, hell, you might as well look for a unicorn. You see the point I'm trying to make, ladies? It's about compromise. Okay, just like this man takes the time to find a nice card or think about your Valentine's Day gift and really put thought into it and care about it and you shit on it, well, don't be surprised at the reaction. Okay? Because like I said, any man, especially a high value or higher earning man, go out there and take you to dinner. It don't take a lot of thought for that. Stop being materialistic and be of substance. And buying a nice card or doing something that shows you care is more about substance than materialistic. Okay? Now, I hope this helps. Hope you understand. And for you ladies that had that bottle of wine curl up watching a movie, it can get better. But you have to do self-reflection. You have to think, take a piece of paper, write down everything you would like to have in a man. And then scratch off the shit that is unrealistic or you feel like you can do without. Okay? When you cut out the median income, which is about $45,000 for a black man in America, okay, you cutting out 90% of the black men in America. Because only 10% is making 6 figures or more. Okay? 3 to 5% is making about $250,000. $500,000 is less than 1%. Now, just like your preferences are, if you are 5'4" and weigh 200 pounds and you're not that good looking, where do you get the balls to think that you deserve a man making $500,000? Do you honestly think a man that hangs out in country clubs and around CEOs and stuff like that, yes, he would like a show wife, okay? But if you just want to be a show wife, oh, he'll make you that, but he'll have a side chick, okay? The key is, yes, you can be a show wife, but you also can be of substance, okay? Not only can he show you off, but he can be proud of your inside is better than your outside. Now, saying that, I hope you ladies have learned something. I hope I can help, because that's all I'm trying to do, is make you see our point of view, because y'all don't know what we want. And when you ask us and we tell you, You still don't know what you want because you say, well, that's not what you want. This is what I think you want. And you're going to fail miserably every time. Okay? Love y'all. Peace. We out.